This is my first video. So in this first video I'm going to show you how to make a floating shelf. Well, I was going to show you an example, but floating shelf, that in other words, you won't see how it attaches to the wall. The part that's attached to the wall is hidden, so there are no visible brackets or anything like that. So first off, you got to build the part that does attach to the wall. And so I took a 2x4. My shelves are going to be 12 inches by 30 inches. So I cut this long 2x4 at 28.5 because actually 28.25. I'm sorry, 28.25 because the side pieces are going to go on the outside. So when it's all said and done, it'll equal a total of 30. So there's the back piece. These front pieces I made 9 3/4 because you're going to add distance of the front board that's going to go on the top, and then it'll equal 12 inches. So to start out, I'm going to screw 3 of these in place. So I'm going to put this one on the end. And sometimes, this one isn't too bad, but sometimes you may want to pre-drill the holes if the wood that you're using is prone to splitting. Okay, there's one, and that did split a little bit, so I'm just going to use, I'm going to pre-drill some holes. And one more. And this doesn't have to be totally centered because it's going to be hidden by the floating shelf. So I'm going to put it where it looks like center. Oh man. Alright, so this is the base. Okay, I'm just going to set this aside right now. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to start on the actual floating shelf. I'm just putting these pieces here so I can kind of set my shelf on it so I can easily put it together. Now this main shelf, this main piece of wood is for the top and the bottom part of the shelf, and I cut that 11 1/4 by 28.5. The side shelf, the side piece of the shelf, I cut. It's a 1x6, and it's cut to 11.25. So I'm going to take my trusty nail gun here, level this up. One. And I'm probably overkill on these nails, but I just want to make sure they're in there. You can put, when you're all said and done, depending on how you want it to look when it's finished, you can stain it and put some, well, first you can put some wood putty in those nail holes, and then you can stain it, and you won't even see them. So there's that. I'm going to do the other side.
Make sure you're super careful when putting in the nails.
Yes.
And also doing that.
Yes. Elliot knows that if you put the nail in the wrong spot, it can go through the other side of the wood. By the way,
that was one time.
By the way, my assistant is Elliot. I'll put a link to his YouTube in the bottom of this one.
Hola.
All right. So, well.
Whoa! How'd you do that?
How'd I do that? Because I'm trying to be quick. Wow.
Fast and steady doesn't always win the race, man.
Fast and steady?
Hold on, wait, no.
That's slow and steady, dude.
Yeah.
Wins the race. Fast and clumsy?
I guess.
Fast and rushed? Alright, so there's the top or the bottom, however you want to look at it. Then we are going to put the opposite side on. So I kind of found that kind of put some boards in there to try and equal the distance that it is. Or Ellie can just hold it for me. Well, no. Let's see here.
Do your best by holding it.
Hold it like that. There we go. And it should fit pretty snug if you got straight boards. It took me quite a long time to figure.
That part also needs to be up a little more to fit better.
That's okay.
Alright, I think you are ready.
There, just get one in there, and it stays straight. That's my compressor. So you see, this is basically the shelf. It's going to fit on top of the 2x4 frame that is built. But we're going to put a front on here to hide all of the insides. So, move these out of the way. This front piece is actually 30 inches long, which is like it should be, by the length of the board. This is also out of a 1x6, so it fits perfectly on there. So now when you take it, this plus this should equal 12 inches. And it does. So, nail this in place. So, now you got your little box, and if you go back to the base, so I'm not going to do it right now, but this base basically screws onto the wall like this. So you screw it here and here, and then this floating shelf fits over top of it like this, and so you have a shelf. Wow.
Woo!
All my stuff's falling. You have a shelf that looks like it's not attached to anything. Now what I'm going to do to finish this out is I'm going to sand all this stuff down just to make it a smooth surface, because I see some of the boards are up. Well, it's just not a hole. It gives it character. Anyway, so there you go. A completed shelf. Thank you, Elliot, and I'll see you next time.